It's a pleasure to be back and talk to audiences who are so unbelievably responsive. I had a guy who's a paramedic in the front row last week, and because I'm a child, I said, have you ever pulled anything out of anybody's bottom? And he went, oh, not at work. And then his wife went, oh! I couldn't look at the two of them in the eye for the rest of the gig. It's an awful affliction. You can't talk about that area of the body. You have to be very, very careful. Jerry Adams, the president of Sinn Féin, we all know Jerry Adams, had a prostate operation recently in America. And people went, oh my God, who paid for it? That is not the issue. Somebody had to anaesthetize Jerry Adams, which means you have to get the patient to count backwards. How terrifying would it be to be in a room with Jerry Adams looking at you going 5, 4, 3. You would cack yourself. And last time I was in Edinburgh, I went to a football match. I have to tell you about this. I was frisked walking in. That freaked me out. I've never been frisked going into a match in my life. I go to Gaelic sports in Ireland. You can bring anything into a Gaelic Games ground. You could bring a javelin into Croke Park Stadium. What's wrong with that? My umbrella's broken. Why are you bringing in a pointy stick? There might be cocktail sausages. Get one for me. I will get one for you, right? So I walk in and he frisks me and all I have on me is a fruit snack pack from Sainsbury's, which is just slices of an apple. He goes, you can't bring that in. I said, why not? He goes, an apple can be used as a weapon. I said, I'd like to see you in Hellman province. Some lad shooting at you and you hoof a golden delicious at the side of his head. Besides, it's not an apple, is it? It's slices of an apple. What do you think I'm going to do? Smuggle in the individual parts of an apple and then painstakingly reassemble it like a simple sniper rifle and kill somebody? You might, mate. What are you talking about? You're selling burgers upstairs. That's a bit of a risk. How do you know one stitch them back together to form an angry bullock and herd it onto the pitch? What will happen then? He goes, I don't know. No one has ever thrown an apple at a football match. What was famously thrown at Luis Figo when he went from Barca to Real Madrid? Anybody know? A pig's head. Even that day, when the perfect accompaniment to the pig's head would have been an apple. No one threw an apple. I'd love to throw an apple at a football match. Man United, Liverpool, hoof it onto the pitch, see what would happen. David Moyes wouldn't know what it was because he's Scottish and it's fruit and it's not part of your diet. Let's be honest. Luis Suarez would take a massive bite out of the apple. Wayne Rooney would hear a Granny Smith was nearby and try to shag it. What did I do? I ate the apple, because that's what normal people do. We eat it, you consume it because you don't want to waste it. It's the same reason you see people drinking 3 litres of water at the airport when you can only get 100 millilitres through the checkpoint. Have you seen that? That's too big to bring through. Well, screw you! I don't even want this, Mary. I don't even want it. I'm going to have a piss to make room. My liver is floating above my lungs. I feel a little bit bloated. Stop drinking it. I'm not giving that prick the satisfaction of it. Which is fine for water. My friend used up all his deodorant at the checkpoint one day. It was the size of a Shetland pony. You can't bring that in. Well, screw you. He's mental. It was a roll-on. 2 white patches over a black leather jacket. He looked like a dairy cow. Someone tried to milk him into duty-free. Didn't care. He didn't sweat for 2.5 weeks. Had his own row of seats to himself on the Ryanair plane. Shouldn't have been let on the plane. He was flammable at this point. You shouldn't be let on. Right? Don't you laugh at that. 2 sniffer dogs died of solvent abuse that day. But he stood up to authority. I never stand up to authority. My girlfriend is the authority in our house, and I'll give you a tip. Never do this, and I will leave you with this. She roared at me the other day because she's a clean freak, and she went, have you ever cleaned out the lint drawer of the dryer? I said, I didn't even know we could keep chocolate in the dryer. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. See you again. Good luck. Bye-bye.